फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज,
सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म,
क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers of CricketNext. You're watching the special morning bulletin with me, Kanabali, and I'm here with yet another set of news for you guys. There's a lot to talk about. You must have seen the thumbnail and then the title, two different news, and I'll get to every news one by one. I'll start with the news of the reports, what reports are saying regarding the upcoming IPL and then the T20 World Cup, how the things will turn out. So the first report says that BCCI wants the players who are not featuring in IPL playoffs this year to go to USA early, because obviously the first half of the T20 World Cup will be played in USA, and the play and IPL is just before the T20 World Cup. So BCCI wants that the players who will not make it to the playoffs of this year's IPL should go to New York early to get acclimatized to the conditions, and again to get warmed up and practice well in those conditions, because as I said, those are alien conditions. वहाँ पे इतना क्रिकेट नहीं खेला गया है, and according to the report now, BCCI really wants these players to go to US as soon as possible, because there are 10 teams in IPL, and only four out of them make it to the playoffs, as you all know. तो उन बाकी 6 टीम से जितने प्लेयर्स हैं, इंडियन प्लेयर्स हैं, सेंट्रली कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड, जो T20 वर्ल्ड कप के स्क्वाड में होंगे, the BCCI wants them to leave early and go to USA as soon as possible after the group stages are over of the IPL, and they want them to go there and get acclimatized to the conditions, as I said, to get to warm up, to practice there and know the conditions, know the pitches, so that it can help them in the upcoming T20 World Cup, which will be played in June. So this is, as of now, what the report is saying, that BCCI is planning to do this. They are planning to send all those players who don't make it to the IPL playoffs, and especially those, obviously those players who make it to the squad of the T20 World Cup. उनमें से जो players playoff तक नहीं जाएंगे और group stage से बाहर हो जाएंगे, they want BCCI wants them to go to USA early to prepare themselves for the T20 World Cup. अब आईपीएल में वर्कलोड मैनेजमेंट की भी बात आती है कि क्योंकि जस्ट आईपीएल खत्म होते ही T20 वर्ल्ड कप है, द फैंस are really wondering if the players will hopefully be fit or not for the T20 World Cup. But BCCI obviously says that, and as per some reports, no Indian players are supposed to be given any instruction about workload management during IPL, as it is also not fair with the franchises who are paying top dollar to star Indian players. तो बीसीसीआई और या कोई भी बीसीसीआई की मेडिकल टीम can't give any specific instruction to any IPL team regarding how to treat their players or how many matches to give a certain player, because those franchises are paying top dollars, a lot of money, to all these Indian players. So obviously BCCI can't interfere, and or the medical team, BCCI medical team can't interfere and tell the franchises to give only itne matches to one player so that his workload can be managed. It's up to the franchises as to how they want to use their bowlers. And BCCI official was quoted saying that they are being paid highly and they can't pick and choose games for franchises. But yes, for all those centrally contracted and targeted players, the franchises sports staff will have to regularly provide fitness updates to the NCA sports science head Nitin Patel. सो एनसीए के जो स्पोर्ट्स साइंस हेड हैं नितिन पटेल, जो पहले इंडियन टीम के फिजियो थे, उनके साथ ट्रैवल करते थे, आपने काफी बार उनको देखा होगा मैचेस के दौरान. The franchises have to regularly provide fitness updates of all those centrally contracted players टू नितिन पटेल, ताकि उनको उनको अपडेट रहे वो कि किस प्लेयर की इंजरी कैसी है या किस प्लेयर का वर्कलोड कितना चल रहा है, उनकी फिटनेस कितनी है, ताकि दैट कैन बी मैनेज. सो दिस इज द लीस्ट that rather the most that the franchises can do. They can only provide fitness updates during the IPL to NCA head Nitin Patel. इसके अलावा nobody has control over how many matches can a player play in IPL, क्योंकि वो franchises पे बात आ जाती है, because as I said they are paying top dollars to all these players, and it is the franchises who will decide how they want to use a player. BCCI can't manage the workload in the IPL, because at that time players are playing for franchises, not for Indian cricket. So this is what the report is saying. But as I said, yeah, they will obviously provide fitness updates to NCA, so that um, they can get up to date with what player is doing what during their practice, during their training sessions, and how fit they are building up to the T20 World Cup. The ICC T20 World Cup begins on June 1, and India will be playing their opening game on June 5 in New York. India's first five matches, or rather four matches, are in New York and USA, rather, not in West Indies. Then they'll be traveling to West Indies for the Super 8s. So USA, alien conditions, and BCCI. This is the reason BCCI wants the players who don't make it to the playoff to go to USA early for the preparation. If you have any question regarding the T20 World Cup, regarding the IPL, or regarding any player, any team, any series, please drop that questions in the comment section down below. We'll try and discuss. If I have answers, I'll try and give answers for that. But if you have any suggestions or opinions, or you have something to say about the team, or any player, about the series, India England series, about the IPL, about the T20 World Cup, do write to us in the comment section down below. Meanwhile, we'll move on to the next piece of news, and this is again another report that says that BCCI is likely to implement a new rule where they are making playing 3-4 Ranji Trophy games mandatory for IPL participation. No, this is something that has been doing rounds for a long time. That fans says this a lot. That players prefer IPL over Test cricket, over domestic cricket, and all they focus on is on IPL. So now, according to the reports, BCCI is likely to make a minimum number of Ranji Trophy games mandatory for players to be eligible to participate in IPL. And uh, maybe this is because of whatever happened recently with Ishan Kishan, the fact that he took a break in December, and since then he has not played any competitive cricket. Jharkhand, for the team for which he plays in Ranji Trophy, they have played 6 games. Ishan Kishan didn't play even a single one of them. He is in Baroda training for IPL with the Pandya brothers. So maybe this has not gone down well with BCCI, and even Coach Rahul Dravid is pretty vocal about this. In the press conferences, he has been saying that I want Ishan Kishan to play some cricket before he makes his return to the international side. Now he has not, as I said, he has not played any competitive cricket the last 3 to 4 months, and BC, and he's only solely focusing on IPL right now, as he is practicing and training in Baroda along with the Pandya brothers um, in an academy. So maybe because of this, the reports are saying that BCCI is likely to make a minimum number of Ranji Trophy games mandatory in order to be eligible to play IPL, and this could very well be the reason. Well, if will they obviously implement it or not, this is something we'll have to wait and see. A senior BCCI member was quoted as saying that decision makers in BCCI are well aware that some players don't want to play any red ball cricket. If they are out of the Indian team, they would at best play a few Mushtaq Ali T20 games and then not report for state team duty during red ball season. To rein in such players, the board in all likelihood will make it mandatory to play 3-4 Ranji Trophy games, failing which they can't play IPL or even appear in IPL auction if released by their franchises. The state units feel unless the diktat comes from the top of BCCI, some of the youngsters will treat Ranji Trophy with disdain. So this is what the state unit feels. The state unit means the state cricket boards across the country. They feel that this order should come from BCCI. The top orders from BCCI, the top brass from BCCI, उनको कहना पड़ेगा, ताकि जो जो यंग प्लेयर्स हैं वो रणजी ट्रॉफी पे भी फोकस करें, बिकॉज as that BCCI official said that many players today believe that Ranji Trophy is not, red ball cricket is not important. They play their few Mushtaq Ali T20 games, जो Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy domestic tournament होता है, and then they play for their franchises and they think that's enough. So maybe considering this and to rein in those players, to keep a check on those players, maybe BCCI will again obviously implement this rule of making 3-4 Ranji matches mandatory in order to be eligible for IPL, or to be in even in IPL auction. Now these are all reports as of now. These are not official obviously dictates. These are not official announcements as of now. We'll have to wait and see uh, what does BCCI do with this. And the senior official said we can understand Hardik Pandya's case as his body can't take the rigorous of red ball cricket. He can't withstand the workload of Test cricket, and India needs him fit for ICC events. But some of the other youngsters, whenever you call them, will cite they are currently doing physio work. There needs to be a stop somewhere. So that official has he has blatantly said that Hardik Pandya. We don't expect Hardik Pandya to do this because we know that his body is not fit for red ball cricket for those long games. So we want him fit for ICC events, for white ball tournaments. But some of the other young players who often take an excuse of the physio work that they are doing and they miss these domestic games. So we need to stop them somewhere and need to keep a check. So maybe this rule might help BCCI and obviously the Indian team management to make sure that the youngsters prefer red ball cricket too. So yeah, as of now, again, I'll say all these things that I have said in the last 10 to 11 minutes are reports. Number one, I'll sum up. Number one, BCCI wanting the players, the T20 World Cup squad players, जब भी squad announce होगा, the players who don't make it to the IPL playoffs to reach USA beforehand, and then obviously practice and get acclimatized. And जो playoffs में होंगे Indian players T20 World Cup squad के, वो playoffs खेल के उनको join कर लेंगे. तो they want those players to go पहले, जो प्लेऑफ्स तक नहीं रीच कर पाएंगे इस आईपीएल में. द सेकेंड थिंग बीइंग दैट BCCI obviously can't tell franchises how to treat their players and उनको कितने matches देने हैं. It is up to the franchises because they are paying a lot of money to all these Indian players. But these franchises will have to provide regular fitness updates to the NCA fitness head Nitin Patel. And the third being that BCCI is likely to implement a new rule where 3-4 Ranji games are mandatory in order to be eligible for the IPL or IPL auction every year. So these three things, these three statements, these three news are all reports as of now. Obviously, there's no official confirmation. Once this gets official, we'll come to you live and we'll let you know where, if and when these things become official. We'll move on to the next news, and this is about David Warner, the man in form. Australia is playing T20, had played just the series had just finished. Australia played a three-match T20I series against West Indies, and they won by 2-1. They lost the last T20I again, where David Warner smashed a 49 ball 81. Australia was chasing a mammoth target of 221. Unfortunately, they fell 37 run shots, but then again, David Warner scoring 81 of just 49 balls. He is also the player of the series as he is finishing as the highest run getter of the series. He scored 173 runs in three games with a couple of half centuries at an average of 57.67. Now he's in great touch. He's looking really good. The T20 World Cup is up and coming. But he has said in the post-match interview, in a discussion where obviously the player of the series interview that happens post match, he has says that his I am well and truly done. This was his line. I'll read his full statement. What he said in that interview, he said, good to see the boys play. I've got a lot of time off after the next series in New Zealand before the IPL, and then to get ready for the T20 World Cup. Great to spend quality time with my kids and just be home. I was surprised that an opening bowler bowling 145 plus wasn't trying to get me out. The boundaries aren't too big in the Caribbean. I'm well and truly done. We have got so many youngsters. It's time for them to do the job. Now, to give you a reminder, David Warner has recently retired from Test cricket and ODI cricket as well. T20Is, that is the T20 International, is the only format that David Warner is playing at the international level right now. And even after this knock, he has said that I am well and truly done. It's time for the youngsters to get up and do the job. So he has probably hinted towards his retirement. Maybe T20 World Cup will be the last time we see David Warner playing an international match. But we as of now he has just hinted towards his retirement, international cricket retirement. As I said, he retired from Test cricket after the series against Pakistan last year, and he also announced his retirement with the ODI format, but he said that if in case around the Champions Trophy 2025, obviously which will be played next year, if in case Cricket Australia wants me, I'll reconsider to come back. But as of now, he is officially retired from Test cricket and ODI cricket, and now he has hinted towards his retirement from T20I cricket. He has said the words that I am well and truly done. We have got so many youngsters. It's time for them to do the job. So yeah, maybe retirement is on the cards across formats for David Warner now soon. Sooner rather than later, because T20 World Cup I think will be the will be the tournament that he's eyeing as his last T20, as his last appearance in international cricket. But yes, as of now, all mere speculations. We don't know when will he finally hang up his boots. As of now, he's only hinted towards his T20 retirement. And we'll move towards the last piece of news. This is not basically a piece of news. This is the update that we have from Rajkot regarding the net sessions and the practice sessions. We have our CricketNext correspondent Sahil Malhotra there, who is giving you fresh updates every single day from Rajkot. नेट्स में क्या हो रहा है, कौन सा प्लेयर कैसे बैटिंग कर रहा है, कौन सा प्लेयर किस तरीके की ट्रेनिंग कर रहा है, क्या चांसेस हैं प्लेइंग लेवल के. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई, कुलदीप यादव आए, उन्होंने क्या क्या बोला. तो यू विल गेट ऑल दोज अपडेट्स ऑन क्रिकनेक्ट यूट्यूब चैनल. गो टू आवर चैनल, डू सब्सक्राइब the channel, and obviously see the videos, see the updates that Sahil Malhotra is bringing for all of us. I'll sum up what has been happening in the last day or two. Indian team has obviously they have regrouped in Rajkot after a week or so break between both the test matches, second and the third. England went back to Abu Dhabi for a short vacation between these two tests. India announced their squad. All the players went to their home. Now they have regrouped in Rajkot. Yesterday, Bharat and Jurel were batting together in the nets, in the adjacent nets, and it looks like Jurel might make his debut. And another debut is likely on the cards, and that is of Sarfaraz Khan, considering the fact that KL Rahul has been ruled out of the third test because of his injury. He has not yet recovered. So we might see two debutants, Dhruv Jurel and Sarfaraz Khan. Both, as I said, Bharat and Jurel were practicing in the adjacent nets. Jurel also did a lot of keeping practice during the training, and Jadeja also batted a lot in the nets. He did a lot of training. He is also coming back from an injury. He went back to NCA, and now he has also come back and he practiced a lot yesterday. So uh, the headache for the team management is if Jadeja is fit to play, whom does he replace? अक्षर पटेल और कुलदीप यादव. आप किसको बाहर बिठाएंगे, कुलदीप यादव को या अक्षर पटेल को? आपको क्या लगता है, आपकी क्या राय है? क्या कुलदीप को बाहर बैठना चाहिए, अक्षर पटेल को बाहर बैठना चाहिए अगर जडेजा फिट होते हैं? डू राइट टू अस इन द कमेंट सेक्शन डाउन बिलो, बिकॉज जडेजा एंड अक्षर गिव्स यू द सेम थिंग, बेसिकली लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर्स. आपको दोनों एक ही तरीके के दोनों बॉलर्स हैं. कुलदीप गिव्स यू वैरायटीज. ही इज अ चाइना मैन. ही बॉल्स फास्ट. उनकी बॉल नीचे भी रहती है. उनकी लेग स्पिन गुगली भी डेंजरस है. द ड्रिफ्ट दैट ही हैज, दैट ही फाइंड्स इन द एयर, इज आल्सो डेंजरस. सो दिस, and Akshar, obviously he has a lot of good stats backing him. So a good headache to have for these two persons on our screen right now: Rahul Dravid, head coach, and captain Rohit Sharma. And obviously Padikal is in the squad, but is more likely that Sarfaraz Khan will replace KL Rahul and will get to play in this test. Shreyas Iyer obviously has been dropped from the test squad, so basically Rahul was not in the second test, so Sarfaraz will be replacing Iyer. But we'll have to wait and see what will be India's playing 11. The match starts tomorrow in Rajkot. The match starts at 9:30 a.m. Toss will happen at 9 a.m. We'll get to know the team at 9 a.m. Pitch, Kuldeep Yadav believes that it's a batting friendly pitch. It's a good pitch for batters. So we'll have to obviously wait and see for tomorrow. What does the pitch hold in store for us, and also who wins the toss and what will be the playing 11s. Until then, you guys please subscribe to the CricketNext YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, and we have a comment here from Right Wing. I'm pretty sure unless a player is sure he will play in India, playing 11 rather than running around with drinks for others, they will prefer playing IPL. Ishan Kishan has done that. Right Wing, I do get your point where you are coming from, but then again, only 11 players can play. If you believe that you will be running around with water, so you might as well miss international cricket or domestic cricket, and then only focus on IPL. That won't work, because everybody in their career at some time in their young career has to do that, has to set out, run with the water bottles, but you have to stick with the team. Also, it's not about international cricket. As of now, the talk is about him missing Ranji cricket, and in Ranji matches he'll be in the playing 11. Obviously, he'll play for Jharkhand. So the fans or the BCCI, as per reports, wants him to play those Ranji matches and play as a player. Obviously, he'll not sit out in Ranji matches. So वो खेले game time ले, and then he can come back into the international side. I do get your point that he had to miss out in the South Africa Test series as KL Rahul was the wicket keeper. So he took a break because it was maybe taking a toll on him, and that's something that we can't decide and we can't judge. If he wanted to take a break, he has every right to take a break. But then now the team management wants him to play some cricket before coming back. So that's fair enough. I mean, he had six Ranji matches to play, and that's a debate. See, that's a very subjective debate. Obviously, we are no one to judge what he should or he should not do. That is up to him and the BCCI and his franchisee how this matter solve itself. I do agree. I do not agree. I kind of understand where you are coming from, but then again, this is a very gray area, and these things have a lot of tend to have a lot of opinions coming in from all corners. But yeah, we'll refrain from all those opinions as of now from our side. But I do get your point, Right Wing. So please do subscribe to the CricketNext YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, follow us across all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Thread. We are more than happy to take all your questions, all your suggestions, all your opinions. CricketNext is a platform for you guys to keep your to voice out your opinions and keep your opinions. So please feel free to do that. Until then, please take care of yourself and have an amazing day. Thank you so much.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज,
सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म,
क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।